Somebody eating an apple. I shot him while he was eating. He just ate and he was dead. And he ate something. That. What? What's his hand doing? Do you guys see that? What's going on? He looks like a zombie. Since when did Medieval Dynasty become a zombie game? So bizarre. He's moving again. I don't think he's dead. Just to make sure. New day. We're still dirty. Look, our little seedlings are up. Fabulous. Let's get this field done really quick. All right. Fabulous. Feel better about that. That field is done. Throw all of our flax into here. And we need to get kicking on the other things we need. So, barn. Barn is what we need to do. We have 18 straw. No, we have 26 straw. I have a feeling the barn is going to utilize far more straw than that. We'll just keep motoring on. I'm going to throw these food items into our house. And we need to get kicking on the other buildings we need. So we do need the barn. So we are going to focus on that. We are also going to start focusing on the other buildings that we need. And that being, we're going to need another house. And we're going to need a woodshed. Let's go ahead and top off our meat. We're going to put the farming barn probably right here for now. This little slope right here concerns me, but let's see what we can get away with. Let's see. We line it up to that. I think we're going to make a pathway between the two. I think we're going to bring it up here so that there's a lot of space right there. Bring it up. Yeah. That way we can even do some extra storage between the two buildings. I think that'll be the best step. So we're going to need stone and lots of logs. Imagine that. I have a feeling we're going to get into our copper axe here soon. Get this building done. Alright, drama. Gasping for air. Alright. Barn's a-coming. Alright. Definitely need straw. Definitely need more logs. We need a log wall. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 logs that we need. Plus a whole bunch of straw. Logs do we have in our resource bin? We have 8. That saves us a few. And not even want to get into the sticks yet. Straw, we have 26. So that's probably only enough to do 2 panels. Ah, we're 1 stick short. But we do need all the straw. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 6. 6 straw that we need. Grab this stick. We'll finish up that wall. And we might as well go and make a trip to the river, I guess. Because our farmer guy is all out. So we could do a couple of options here. Let's look at our skills first. See if there's anything. Hunting knowledge. Yeah, we're going to increase that. For me, hunting is one of the hardest things that well, not the hardest, most time consuming, because by the time you get a hunter's lodge, or hunter's cabin, whatever it's called, you are assigning an NPC to it and you're really not doing it. So your hunting progresses pretty slowly. Of these skills though, the hunting knowledge is obviously the first point to unlock tracker. This is really useful in inspector mode. Allows you to see the animals behind the bushes. You can actually take shots at them. You can't even see them technically because they're behind the bush. So our train of thought here is we can go do Unigos story. I don't think I want to spend the time going to Gustovia right now. That's a long haul. We are going to have to go to the river. We do have to get the barn going. Off to the river we go. We'll gather the stuff that we need. We'll put Unigos story on hold for a minute. And we'll do the rabbit trap when we come back. We'll just gather enough straw on this visit to make it worth it. Maybe while we're out here, we'll kill a couple things. Help improve our hunting score. Plus, new season means new loot opportunities. So we never know what we'll see. As far as we know, we'll run into another bandit camp. Alright, so here we have... Oh, it didn't rot. You know, I might have the settings. I might have set the settings so that things don't rot when you throw them on the ground. Forcing us to use the compost bins. And I think that's not a bad option, honestly. What else is over here? Is there anything else in the ground that we dropped? That might have been it. Let's go to the coast, see if we see anything. Oh, there's a package out there. Apple and linen thread. Linen thread is actually pretty valuable at this stage of the game, so that's nice. See if there's anything here at this point. Sometimes there's a loot spawn over here. So you can see the reeds that way, growing in the water. And you can see the reeds that way, growing in the water. And I'm kind of inclined to go that way to see if there's any loot spawns over there. We haven't spent a lot of time over there. We ran by there pretty quickly. Oh, it's such a torn dilemma. It's a 50-50. Let's go this way. It's potions of stamina, man. I think I'm going to start making them. Stamina things drag. Alright, we have a couple hundred. I don't think we're going to need more than that right now. Let's run this way. See if we can find some bandit camps or something. Keep an eye out on the water. Even those crates and things, it can wash up here where the reeds are and make it hard to see. I've stumbled on a couple of those before. And I'm not seeing anything just yet. There's a path that goes along the shore over there. So I'm keeping my eye out that far. I'm not sure if the draw distance allows me to see that far, though. Looks like we might have made a 50-50 blunder. Doesn't look like there's anything over here. There are some things right there. We'll go take a look. Maybe we'll find enough stuff on our way through Denica we can buy our rye seeds and save us a trip. Fish meat. Alright. A bucket. We'll take the bucket and the fishing spear. We're now going to start holding on to buckets. We're not going to sell them. We're not as desperate for money as we were on day one. So the buckets are going to be used for water. And we're going to need that. We have NPCs coming. We're spending our time making buckets. So let's get over here to these shorelines and take a gander. See what we can see. here we go. A plank. A cherry seedling. Perfect. I love cherries. And some carrot seeds. That's a winter crop we can plant. Make another small field. Sometimes there's a lumberjack spawn or something, or a lumber camp that, yep, right here. And there's another copper axe, so that'll save us some time. I'll just go ahead and grab the logs. We have the space. We're just coming over here to Bianka. Beer will sell. We'll go ahead and unload all of the goodies that we want and see if we can buy some rye seeds. We can buy enough rye. Worry about coming back. Our fall will be free to build and farm to our heart's content.
How can I help you?
Hello, Dagobert.
Best goods in the
Back
valley.
again. You, my friend, are the person that I tend to give the most money to. And what did we have? I don't want to do anything with the fish meat. I don't even want to bother. Oat beer. Yes, we're going to sell both of those. And let's see. All right. So now we want to look at rye. Rye grain. 7.5 pop. We only want 30. Actually, we probably want 33, but yeah, we'll just do 33 because that makes full use of that little farm plot that we have. 247 gives us a lot left over. If we need to come back and buy fertilizer from him, we can, but we have an entire season to worry about that later.
Have a good day.
Right. We're looking good. Any piggies to shoot? There's one over there. Let's go ahead and shoot him. Oh, I let my stamina get too low. I'm too wobbly. That barely got him. I will admit to that. It was a little high. Gives us more leather, making more bags. I should be picking up all those stones as I walk by, but I will note that they're there. Let's take a look at our rot. Perfect. We have rot. So we're definitely going to be getting more berries so we can fill that up and continue our rot production. Might even make another compost bin. All right, let's see. That's right, we found carrot seeds. Throw our bucket in there, our copper axe. All the feathers, the fishing spear. Probably should have sold that too while we were there. Linen thread can go in there, the leather. Plank. And I'm going to put the rot in there for now just because I don't want to put it anywhere else. And the rye grain. All right, drama. Stamina. Hey, we got a barn. Good news, good news. So now, let's unload our cherry seedling in here for sure right now. Get our straw. I'm going to unload all of this food into our chest in the house for a minute. And then we'll go back and grab that rot. Looks like our chest is full. We don't have space for anything else. Let's get the feathers out of there. Let's get the deer skull out of there. Yeah, we're going to be using forthwith. The berries we're going to be dumping in the bins. let's get the dried meat. And the raw meat will go there. We're going to have to be looking at making we'll keep that on our person to eat, I guess. That's going to go in the compost bin. Because we're not going to eat it, and I don't care about it. So... our berries. And our salted fish, that's almost bad. The salted meat that we're never going to use. And let's see. We need 100 more berries if we want to keep up for 30 fertilizer. Seems like we are always out of stamina. Grab our rot. See if we can make some fertilizer. And we can make 30. It looks like we're planting cabbage after all. All right. So, let's see. Our bag is got good durability on it. We need to get seed after we plow. Where's our hoe? We only have 50% durability on our hoe, so we're definitely going to have to make another one. Some time to build, some time to craft, sometimes to maybe recruit. Maybe do some quests to gain some more dynasty points. We're very thirsty. We're going to have to make some water skins too. Let's see, we have fertilizer, feathers, deer skull, dandelion can go over. And rot, we'll put that in the barn. Put fertilizer in the barn too. And we'll put our flax in the barn so it's there when we want to thresh it. And our rye grain too. And our wheat grain. We're going to have to go get a drink, and we're probably going to have to go to sleep. Fertilizer, the flax. Flax is a winter chore. We'll spend our winter dealing with it. Keep that on our person because we're going to use it in a moment. Throw the wheat over there. I'm wondering if we should make a wheat field next fall. 4x4 wheat field. Utilize that wheat. Get it in the ground. Multiply our seeds. All right, I think we're good. I'm going to go get a drink, and we don't need the rye this season. Put that in there. We need berries, and we need to plant our cabbage. All right, let's go take a drink, eat a little bit of food, see where we stand on that. We're going to have to deal with our building limits here pretty soon. We're going to have to start doing some quests. Getting friendly with the neighbors, with the local population. Alright, we are committing to the cabbage. There's just going to be so much more work, but we are committing. We will do it. There we go. Cabbage is planted. Let's make a rabbit trap real quick. Grab some sticks from inside here. Get that task off the board. Survivalist. And now, based on our chapter quests, it's time to start making friends. We're going to go to bed for the night. And here we go. Waking up to a third day of summer. Right, today's pretty cut and dry. We have a task to complete. And thinking back on this here real quick, we probably could have knocked out a couple of these neighbor quests while we were already in Denica or over in Lesnica. But time was pretty pressed on those beginning days, so now we have a little bit more to spare. So we're going to knock these out. So hopefully we can run nearby to Denica and Lesnica again and get those knocked out. This story quest does not need to happen for quite some time. We have 18 years to basically get this taken care of. No rush. We know that the Unigos thing opened up the next day, or we were supposed to go back the next day, or could go back the next day. We don't have to go back the next day. We can put this on hold, and we can focus on these other things. Right now, we need to get our building limit to 10, so we can get our other buildings, so we can recruit some people to help us get stuff going. Once that happens, we have lots of time that we can use to work on the main story. So I'm going to go ahead and throw these points in here to get this done. We can do athlete. Yes, athlete is definitely what we're going to do. All 3 points. Unlock that stamina, get that rocking. We'll address survival knowledge later on with the other points we get. So now we're going to be going to Denica for sure and Lesnica. So hopefully we can get those tasks done pretty easily. And not worry about, let's get some food before we run away too far. Get some dried meat. And while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and get, we'll get some 10 raw meat just in case somebody wants us to do a fetch quest for meat. And I don't think we have any berries. We do. All right, so we're going to grab 5 berries just in case that happens, because this being... Oh, you know what? There's one thing that we have to do before everything else. And I forgot all about it. Slipped my mind. We want to get this compost bin in. Not that. We want to go here, and here, and here. And let's see. Get our things lined up. Alright, good enough for me. So we're going to have berries. We got 200. We got some other stuff in there. We need to get more. Let's do that real quick. That way we are free to focus on, because this is the last day, so anything that happens with these side quests is not a big deal. We want to make sure we get these berries into the compost bin because the season is changing. Let's do an experiment while we're here. People have said that you gather berries faster having a two-handed item weapon tool in your hands, because it eliminates the animation of grabbing. So I'm going to put us in a position right here so that we can just grab a whole bunch of berries. I'm just going to kind of count in my head and keep track. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do the same thing over here. Hopefully we can get 5 berries. We're going to have the animation now. I don't know about you, but that seemed pretty identical. I think we kind of just busted that myth that having a tool in your hand eliminates the or speeds up the grabbing of berries. I only think the animation just disrupts people's internal mechanism enough, or distracts them enough to make them think that it's faster, but I don't think it is. Alright, more berries. We got 430. We had 200 in there. We need 330 to get enough fertilizer for our field in each iteration. Yeah, that's going to be enough. We can make up miscellaneous rot with cabbage if we need to, because hopefully we'll have lots of cabbage. Alright. So these are going to go in these bins. 330 left in that batch, which is just the same equal number of what we need. So now we're running to Bianka. I also want to experiment with the HUD off to see if that provides a better experience for everybody. Let's see, who are we looking for? Am I not seeing it with my HUD off? I'm not. They're all the way out there in the field. All right. Bianka. She needs our help.
It's nice to meet you.
Can I help you with Bianka? She needs a strong man. We're interested. She has to feed her family, and she has no coins. Not a problem. So by having our HUD disabled, it actually prevents the little display there of the new quest from showing up. So she needs fish and meat. We have meat, but we don't have any fish. But luckily, there's somebody close by that does. Another great reason why I love starting over here. Bianka has everything that you need in the initial stages.
Whatever you need, I've got it.
Well, thank you. I need 2 fish. I already have 5 meat.
Have a good day.
You too? Uh-oh. I think they're hinting at something. We need to find a wife. And none of these blokes are going to do. So we need to flirt. So, looks like Lesnica is going to be our best option. Hello, Bianka. I got your stuff. Wonderful. And now, we're going to go to Lesnica. Oh my. Bandits again. Ooh, there's a few. There's a few. Let's get them down here where we can get some better shots. Oh, they're fast. Oh my. What's going to happen? Are they going to hurt Bianka? Don't hurt Bianka. Oh, you know what happened? My arrows. My arrows were removed from my slot. Come back here, boys. You coming too? Alright, I got some for everybody. No, don't run. Let's see what we have. Alright. And a wooden spear. Okay. Don't want it, but I'll take it. Wait a minute. I'm here. Come back. Well, I think I can shoot you in the head. Well, run! Flee! Ooh, close. Close, close, close. I think that was all of them, though. I don't want to put the apples back. Let's see. Stone axe. Let's make sure we got our arrows. Sometimes they don't pick up when we loot the body. We have to dig them out. Turn the HUD back on so we can see. So yeah, those each had one. And this guy had one. I can't quite seem to get it. It's sticking in his face in the ground. Where were the other bodies? There we go. There's our arrow. All right. A pretty significant bandit camp here. Mercy. Little coin purse. 75 coin. We'll take it. Let's see. Clay. Copper. That guy we took out. Got that iron arrows. That's good. Looks like we have a little bit of a delay. We're actually going to keep that cudgel just so we don't have to worry about making any. And bronze axe. Fabulous. Just in time when our iron axe is reaching the end of its life. I feel like we're missing some other things. I'm going to grab the firewood. I think we have the space for it. We're not really looking to lug a lot of things around. Somebody eating an apple? I shot him while he was eating. He just ate and he was dead. And he ate something. That. What? What's his hand doing? Do you guys see that? What is going on? He looks like a zombie. Since when did Medieval Dynasty become a zombie game? I don't remember signing up for that. Alright, I think we have everything that we're going to get out of this camp. I don't see anything else. But things get hidden off to the sides, and I'm sure there's some arrows around here somewhere that I'm missing. So bizarre. He's moving again. I don't think he's dead. Just to make sure. We don't need any zombies running around in our world. That is for sure. Hello, dear. Oh, is that another camp? Wow. This is so interesting. Some wine. Is that an iron axe? It's an iron axe. I don't know if you can tell, but the joy in my voice. Some more hops plants that we can't use. What else is hiding in the terrain? Grab the firewood. I'm assuming you have to take everything for these things to despawn, but I don't know. Time is moving. We got to go. You know, I was heading off course, it seems like, from Denica. I didn't have the HUD up, and I didn't have the marker. I don't know if we would have seen those bandits had we not gone that way. That's a pretty interesting thing. Yeah, you guys are going to have to let me know, playing without the HUD, what are your thoughts? Is it more enjoyable, or does it kind of detract away because you can't see what the interactions are? You know, like when we come up here to people, we can't see. So who's got the quest over here?
How do you
Reinhold.
do?
What can I help you with? I can. Those animals. So let's see, hunt them down. Yeah, I think we will. This is probably a bunny quest, right? Being so early. Overcrowding. Hunt rabbit or deer. We need 6 of them. For a stone spear, bow, and 50 dynasty reputation. And whoa! For somebody saying the kids don't play with toy swords in the game, that's proof positive right there that kids play with toy swords in the game. Man, we're discovering all kinds of things. Alright, let's see. You, my dear. Extraction and hunting, 3s. And a 3 in farming.
How can I help you?
Well, we're going to flirt, but I need to know about you first, so I know how to answer. So tell me about your skills. I was always a law to myself. I would cut down and dig out whatever stands in my way. So she's proud of her excavation skills. It's what gives her a hard time. Field work makes me insane. Doesn't matter how hard I try. So she does not like farming. So let's go back to the beginning. We're going to do some romance. We're going to ask her. Okay, so we know she's in excavation. So favorite season of the year is good for farmers for sure. Probably good for excavators as well. Probably not a bad one. The valley made an impression on me. How do you like it here? That's kind of generic. Not too bad. Don't make fun of me, but my favorite animals were always chickens. So this is a farming question. She doesn't like farming. If we ask her this, she's not going to be happy about it. The first 2 are probably pretty generic. So let's try the first one. +5. Not a +10, but it's okay. Winter, no doubt. No stupid farming. Yep. Okay. We're going to ask her another one. Nice weather we have today. Do you prefer sunny or rainy days? Now, it's another generic one. Perfectly fine for pretty much everybody. Maybe not so much crafters in a way, but I don't know. Do you have a favorite color? Mine's brown. I don't. So this is another farmer question in my mind. Also, maybe somebody who's a crafter. I love the local cuisine. What's your favorite food? That's definitely a crafter question. Somebody who works in a kitchen or something like that. Somebody who with an excavation background, this is not what they care about. So we're going to go with the weather, +5. Rain, no farm work. Yep. And let's see if we get another one. All right. Work can often get under our skin. What do you do in your spare time? I'm always eager to learn new things. Do you have any advice? This is kind of generic for the most part. Farmers will answer this question well. I think hunters will answer this question well. And definitely the people that build or produce things, the crafters. And what brought you here? I don't know if this is a bad one or not. It sounds pretty generic. Let's try it. +5. All right. Destiny, of course. That was a nickname of a big guy that I owed some money to. Really big. Too keen on forgiving either. This kid had some real musical talent, though. Okay. So, it's going to tell us we can't because we've already asked 3 questions. Never mind. Farewell.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Now we're going to get our flirt quest done. So now we have to shoot some animals. And let's see. We have apples. Let's just eat all the apples. And, you know, while we're here, let's sell some of the stuff and let's get a few more arrows. Talk to Tia Bold real quick. Hey,
How
Theobald.
can I help you? My wares never disappoint.
I know, buddy. I know. I'm going to sell him the cheese. I'm not cool on hanging around with the cheese that much. We'll keep the firewood. We'll keep the cudgel. You know, I'm going to sell the hot plants too. Mead bottle. We definitely don't need it anytime soon. Let's sell that. The plum wine. Let's sell that. And the stone axe. Yeah, let's sell it. A wine bottle. We'll sell it. The wooden vial. We'll make those in time as we do. Beer bottle will sell. And the berry wine will sell. Alright, keeping the bronze axe. Definitely. We're going to keep all of our tools from now on, at this point forward. Except for the stone ones. We can make those easily enough. That's not a big deal. Alright. Here we go.
See you soon.
Oh, wait, no.
How
I
can
want
I help
arrows.
you? Whatever you need, I've got it.
Here, I forgot to buy arrows from them. You'd think my mind was adrift. Let's go ahead and get 20. You seem to be going through them pretty quick. All right.
Have a good day.
Farewell. Thank you. So I might have to go back over the river and go south of Lesnica. There's some deer over there. Plus some bunnies. There we go. Just scared it away. Where's all your friends? Did I kill them? I'm sorry. I heard somebody right there. Oh, man. They turned their head. Where's the bunnies? Now this is a kill-only quest. There's nothing about making sure you skin them or anything, but I'm going to try to retrieve my arrows as much as possible. Oh, look at that. That's nice. Can I get... Oh, that's an errant arrow going far. Bummer. Yeah, we're going to try this with no HUD. Make it more immersive. It's a shot. Yep. See, that tree wasn't really there. I shouldn't have hit it. Our stag buck. Is that 3? Yep. And we're losing our light. I don't know if we're going to find that arrow. Have to turn my HUD on to find it, I think. Is that a bunny that just ran by too? Bunnies, they're quick. Oh, there's one. But they're so quick, they're always moving. Do I not have a knife? Looks like my copper knife broke. But I had a stone knife, I thought. Nope. Need to gather. It'll be really nice to get into, yeah, I need one more stone. To get into some tool production. Get that going. Have reliable tools on hand. Ooh, we might have to run the season out in the night. I think we're going to not be able to get back to our bed in time. Now I have to go talk to Reynold. I guess I could have left that deer there and not worried about it. I don't see our arrow anywhere. It'll be one of those things we come across later in the game. Or it could have just destroyed. It's just a little logging camp. Any more axes here, by chance? Ooh, a bronze axe. Nice. Too heavy to pick up the logs. I'm going to leave them. We're heavy. Hey, Reynold. Nice.
How do you do? Trade is in my nature.
I'm glad to hear that trade is in your nature. I'm going to sell you my bread. And I'm going to sell you my spear for now. And my broken wooden spear for now. And the rye beer. And the bow. Well, we'll keep the bow.
Farewell.
We'll keep the bow because at some point there could be a quest for someone to request a bow. All these quests being completed. Are there any more? Alright, let's take a look at them. So we finished chapter 3, which means our building limit is now 10. So we can get started working on some of those other buildings that we need to get done. Houses for NPCs, food storage building, which we're going to need to store our cabbage in anyways. So that's probably going to be a priority. And we're off to a good start. It's nice. But back to our journal. So our next quest in the chapter quest is to make a hunting lodge and hunt some boar and fox. So that shouldn't be too bad. And we're definitely going to have a hunting lodge coming into the near future. And again, we still have Unibel's story that we need to do. And I'm not worried about that, as I mentioned. What am I overburdened with? Probably firewood. Let's see, I'm over by 10. Well, this copper ore. It's pretty heavy. All right, well, what's going to happen is we're either going to make it back home or we're going to fall asleep and wake up in our bed because it's the change of a new season. So we'll just carry what we've got, overburdened. It might take us a little bit longer. That's fine. We'll probably stop up here by these barrels of ore along the way. And might as well just grab them too. And just end up falling asleep. But we'll go to bed anyway. And I think we'll wake up with everything we need in the morning. As far as health and water, food. Uh-oh. Traveling merchant presents you his wares and tells stories about faraway lands that he saw. For a proper price, he can teach you a few tricks about haggling. Since our diplomacy level is so low, I am going to say yes. Give us some more stuff. Nice. And on that, good night. I really appreciate you watching the video. If you've enjoyed the content, please hit the like button. And if you're inclined, please subscribe as well, as both really benefit small creators like myself. And don't forget to participate in the discussion in the comments below. I'm always looking for feedback from the community on what I can do better, or what content I can provide in the future. Again, thank you. Until the next one.